Hello everyone, this is Pal Ponder on Weather coming at you with another video. In today's update, we're going to be talking about an upcoming active pattern with some below normal temperatures. So before I do get started, if you do like weather related content, please subscribe to my channel as I will upload about 5 videos a week to keep you updated. All right, so let's get started. So let's start off with the overall teleconnections. This is the latest NAO, which is the North Atlantic Oscillation, as well as the EPO, the Eastern Pacific Oscillation. And we essentially kind of been on this roller coaster ride for much of the month. We get these cold snaps that get cold for a couple days, gets warm for a couple days, and it's kind of been repeating itself for much of the month. But as you can see, as we get into the third week, and especially as we get into the first week of March, we're on a kind of a downward trajectory where when we get these cold snaps, it actually might stay colder for longer periods of time now, with that guidance from the NAO actually going almost neutral by the first week of March. But the EPO is actually going negative by about the 24th, and it remains negative to neutral for the next 2 weeks after that. So that will allow a lot of that cold air to get more bottled up or locked in place for longer periods of time than what we've been seeing. And the latest guidance from the Climate Prediction Center has kind of reflected that with there some below normal temperatures and trends into much of the United States. It's not just a small piece, but predominantly 80% of the U.S. over the next 6 to 10 days are going to be below normal. And if we actually even extend further in the latest 8 to 14 day guidance over the next 2 weeks, it even has a better chance of below normal temperatures. So we're basically going to be setting up for some below normal temperatures that will create more opportunities, because we've had the moisture in place, more opportunities for snow to break out in places. So let's kind of walk through this. Here's the latest height anomalies, which is what's happening in the upper levels. We can see this storm that we've been talking about off the southeast mid-Atlantic coast. That's going to be bringing snow for them, for the Carolinas today and overnight. And this will swing off to the east. But we've got another system that's developing out in the Pacific that's going to be coming across midweek next week. And by Tuesday, the 25th, we've got that trough will be predominantly over the central U.S. of the Panhandle and Kansas. And we've got that ridge building that will help deepen this trough. And by Thursday, this will extend to the northeast. So we'll be watching a system that's going to be developing potentially more snow for the Rockies, that we might break out more snow into the central U.S. on the north side of this trough and bring snow into the Ohio Valley. But you can kind of see where the 540 line shapes up as of right now. And this will extend into the northeast. So we've got colder air coming into the pattern. We've got a developing deep trough. So this is by next weekend, which potentially set up a storm system for the northeast by Friday, Saturday, into the last couple of days of February. And by March 1st, that storm system will still be around, but we've got another trough that's developing out in California by March 1st. So, of course, this is 10 days from now, but this active pattern will continue with these below normal temperatures, setting up more opportunities for colder and snowier times that's coming up. And if we take a look at some of the temperature anomalies, it kind of reflects that trough and what it's going to look like at the surface of 10, 15, 20 degrees below normal temperatures, setting up again for the Rockies and Texas and parts of Oklahoma and into Kansas by Wednesday. And this will lift up and extend for the deep south and bring in a huge chunk of the U.S. by next Friday. Of course, this is 8 days from now, seeing well below normal temperatures, which we haven't seen for an extended period of time of below normal temperatures, but that's actually what's to come. So this will actually even create, like I said, more opportunities because that Pacific jet is still active, and but we have more cold sneaking into the pattern this time, which would bring more snow into the pattern. And if we take it out to March 1st, we had that developing, deep trough over the Northeast, and underneath we'll have below normal temperatures, even extending all the way out to Florida. So, you're not going to miss out on this too. So you're still going to get a lot of the cold that's coming into this pattern, and definitely by, like I said, by the first, you'll have another trough that's coming in to from the Pacific that will bring more below normal temperatures for the central U.S. And if we take a look at the precipitation outlook for the next 10 days, it has that active Pacific jet bringing more rainfall for the south and southeast. But we've got, like I said, more cold sneaking into the pattern this time. Would transition more of this into snow than rain. So we'll have to be looking at that of this developing storm system that's coming up through the Rockies next week, that potentially come through more snow from Missouri into the Ohio Valley, into the Mid-Atlantic, into the Northeast. So we'll just have to pay attention how all that plays out. But definitely, below normal temperature times ahead, more an active time ahead than we've seen in the last several weeks at least. So I want to kind of give you a heads up on that, which potentially would be coming up over the next week or two. So be sure to like this video and definitely subscribe to my channel if you do love weather-related content, as I do upload about 5 videos a week to keep you informed. And definitely share with your friends on social media, and catch me in the next video where I protect you before and after the storm.